Sir,
Yes,
11 lesson, what is name?
Listeners,
the listeners.
dear listeners, chapter number 11,
Lesson number 11.
mystery.
Sir, please share screen. I will not have textbook.
Yeah, I will share, but
Yes, sir.
let me take first attendance. Okay, I have taken your attendance. Okay, lesson number 11, the
11.
listeners.
Sir, can I read?
Wait, wait.
सर स्क्रीन बताती हूँ.
Okay, now can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Yes, sir. We can see the picture.
Okay, first about the poet
Yes.
Walter de la Mare is the poet of poem The Listeners is considered one of modern literature's chief exemplars of the romantic imagination. Exemplars means example, chief example means main example. Literature means written work. In if poem written in English, then it is called English literature. If it is written in Gujarati, then it is Gujarati literature. So Walter de la Mare is considered means it is included means his personality is included as one of modern literature's chief exemplars of the romantic imagination. Means in English literature, Walter de la Mare's name is so famous and his poems are the examples of romantic imagination. Imagination means just think. His complete works form a sustained treatment of romantic themes like says his poems on dreams, death, rare states of mind and emotion means feelings. Fantasy worlds of childhood means poem on childhood days and the pursuit of the transcendent. Pursuit means like chasing means and the pursuit of the transcendent means above. Pursuit of the transcendent means his works like on romantic and dreams and emotions. So that's why his character means his personality. He is so famous as a in modern literature. His name is so famous in modern literature. So in this poem, one traveler comes to a lone house. Lone means an empty house, uninhabited means nobody is living,
Yes.
that house is called
Alone.
uninhabited house. When,
Uninhabited.
yes, when nobody is living in the house, that house is called uninhabited house. So, why did the traveler come to the house, to that lone house, means alone house in the jungle, that we will learn in the poem? So, traveler comes to the house and he is standing at the door, standing at the door or on the door. And first question, traveler knock the door and ask, is there anybody there? Said the traveler. Like when we also, when we go to a lone house, or if house is closed, then we also knock. Same as a traveler knock and ask question, is there anybody there? Knocking on the moonlit door. Knocking means knock, hit on the door. But here, moonlit door means now that night was full moon night. So, rays of the moon falling on the door. That's why here, moonlit door means door was having light of moon, and traveler was knocking on that door, means knocking on the moonlit door, and his horse in the silence champed the grasses. Now traveler came on the horse. Traveler came on the horse, and his horse started eating grass. Champed means chewed, eating loudly, ate noisily. It is called champ. Now, atmosphere and the environment was so silent, very quiet, because due to jungle area and only at night time, and only traveler and his horse, only two were there near the house. So that's why when his horse started eating grass, the noise was coming. Champ the grass. His horse started eating grass of the forest ferny floor. And which type of grass? Forest ferny floor. Forest means jungles. Jungles ferny floor. Ferny means dry, seedless, death grass, dry grass. And ferny floor. Floor means land, jungle area, jungle land. Forest land is called floor. So his horse was eating ferny floor. Ferny grass means dry grass, seedless. And a bird flew up out of the turret. And when traveler was standing on the door, and when he knocked the door, one bird woke up. One bird was sleeping in the turret. Turret means in like tower, cylindrical tower on the palace. You see in the poem, those who have textbook, tower is there, and when traveler knocked the door, a bird woke up, and the bird flew up out of the turret. Means bird left the tower, left the turret, and flew away above the traveler's head, and the bird passed above traveler's head, passed above him, means above traveler's head. And he smote upon the door again a second time. Now, when first time traveler hit, but nobody came to open the door. So traveler here hit second time, smote, but this time hardly. He hit hardly and he smote upon the door again a second time. And again he spoke same sentence, same question. Is there anybody there? But this time he spoke loudly. Is there anybody there? But no one descended to the traveler. Descended means came down. But no one, nobody came to the door of the palace and opened the door. Nobody came. Traveler is standing there, but nobody came down to open the door. No head from the leaf fringe seal. And then traveler looked at the window. Traveler thought that maybe somebody has come to the window. So traveler looked at the window, but nobody was there. Nobody came to the window also. Leaf fringe sill. Sill means window sill. Leaf fringe means border of window. And sill means that part we keep our hands when we are standing at the window. So no head from the leaf fringe seal. Nobody came to the window to give answer to the traveler. Lean over and look into his grey eyes. Lean means came down and looked into his grey eyes, means look into traveler's eyes. Grey eyes means here refer to traveler's eyes. Nobody came to the window, nobody came to the door, and nobody came to look into his eyes. There he stood perplexed and still. Now, traveler is perplexed, means confused, and still means standing quietly. Traveler here thought, why family members are not giving answer? What happened to the family members? Traveler is confused, the door is locked. But then also, why nobody is giving answer? The traveler is confused and thinking that, but only a host of phantom listeners. But in the house, traveler thinks that in the house, family members are not living, but only phantoms are living. Phantoms means ghost, spirit, Atma. Traveler thinks that only host of phantom listeners. Phantoms are listening my voice. The listeners are phantoms, ghosts, spirits. They are the listeners. Family members are not there in the house, but only phantoms are there in the house that dwelt in the lone house then. Dwelt means living. That dwelt means living, residing, living in the lone house. Lone means alone house. In the forest, in the lone house means single house. Dwelt means living. Ghosts are living in this empty house, lone house. Then stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight, and phantoms are listening my voice. Traveler thinks that phantoms are listening. They are stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight. Means full moon day was there, full moon night. Full moon night was there, and light of the moon falling in the house, and phantoms are listening traveler's voice quietly. stood listening the voice to that voice from the world of man. And for phantoms, for ghost, the traveler is the world of man. Traveler is the world of man means earth, man, human being. Phantoms are not now living, they are spirits, but human being, traveler, for phantoms, traveler is the world of man. To that voice from the world of man means phantoms are listening, traveler's voice. Stood thronging the faint moonbeams on the dark stairs. Now, traveler, look into the house through the hall, HOLE hall, on the door. On the door, one hall was there, and traveler look into the house through the hall. So, in the house, travelers saw that stood thronging the faint moonbeam lights on the dark stair. Travelers saw that light of the moon. Thronging means long rays of the moon. Faint moonbeams. Faint means not visible properly, not see properly.
Blur, sir.
Moonbeams. Yes,
Blur.
Sir,
yes.
can you
Moonbeams means light of the moon, but on the dark stair. Stair means steps. Stair
Stick.
means steps. Here, see. These are the stairs. So, in the house, dark stairs, and travelers saw that light of the moon is falling on the stairs, dark stairs. That goes down to the empty hall. And then traveler saw that stairs, connection of stairs with empty hall. And the hall was totally empty, nothing was there, no anything, and only darkness in the hall.
Creepy.
Hearkening in an air stirred and shaken. And then traveler here thought that phantoms were sleeping, and because of me, due to my voice, phantoms have woken up. Means now they are not sleeping, they are hearkening, means listening carefully. Phantoms are hearkening, means listening carefully my voice, and due to my voice, they are now stirred and shaken. Stirred means phantoms are showing movements. Phantoms are showing movements and shaken. Shaken means moving here and there due to my voice. By the
Yes.
lonely traveler's call. Lonely means traveler was also alone, single traveler, and due to traveler's voice,
This is what.
phantoms have woken up. Phantoms were sleeping, but due to traveler's voice, phantoms have woken up. And he felt in his heart their strangeness. And traveler thinks that why phantoms are not giving answer, because for phantoms I am a stranger. Stranger means unknown person.
Person.
Okay,
Yes.
phantoms are spirits and I am human being. So that's why there is no relation between
Between
spirits and
spirit
human
and
being.
human.
And that's why traveler thinks that that's why they are not giving answer, because I am a stranger for them. their stillness answering his cry. Stillness means no any movement. Traveler here,
There was a voice.
traveler is asking questions. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? But phantoms are not showing, not giving answers. Stillness means quiet. They are listening carefully. Their stillness answering his cry. And traveler understood that because of strangeness, I am a stranger for them. That's why they are not giving answer. While his horse moved, cropping the dark turf. Now his horse moved to the another place, changed the place, and again he started eating grass. Cropping means biting off, eating the dark turf. Turf means area, dark area. Now he has started eating grass in the dark area. Underneath the stared and leafy sky. Neath means beneath, under. His horse is eating grass under the stared and leafy sky. Stared means sky full of stars. Full moon night was there, and only stars in the sky. Full sky was full of stars. So under the stars, under the stars, his horse was eating grass and leafy sky. Now here leafy sky means what? Sky was having only stars, but leafy sky means due to leaves, reflection of leaves, leaf of the tree. That's why here leafy sky. For he suddenly smote on the door even. Now third time and the last time traveler hit the door again. But this time traveler did not say, is there anybody there? But traveler in the loud voice, louder and lifted his head. Now traveler here in loud voice, he hit the door and lifted means moved. Look at the window also. Lifted his head. In loud noise, he said, tell them I came and no one answered. Now here, traveler gives message to the phantoms, to the ghost, that give this message to the family members. Traveler says to the phantoms, tell them I came and no one answered. Tell them means tell family members that I came, that one traveler came, but no one answered, but traveler did not get answered. This traveler gives message to the phantoms that pass me this message to the family members. Tell them I came and no one answered. That I kept my word, he said. And traveler said, I have completed my promise. See, traveler came to this house. Why? Because he promised the family members that one day I will come to your house. And traveler came to the house to complete his promise. I kept my word means I have completed my promise. So traveler said to the phantoms that tell the family members that I have completed my promise. Never the least stir made the listeners, but here phantoms showed no any movement. Least stir, not a little movement made by the listeners means the phantoms. No any slight movement also. Never the least stir made the listeners. Traveler said to the phantoms that tell the family members that I have completed my promise. I came, but no one, nobody answered. No one answered, and not a slight movement also, though every word he spake. Spake means spoke, means traveler spoke lots of things, but ghost, phantoms, only listening, not giving answers, only listening. Traveler is telling this to the phantoms, that tell the family members that we have not, means phantoms did not show any movement and did not give answer, only listening, only listening.
Sir,
Yes.
the traveler is not scared from the phantoms.
No. Actually, a traveler is thinking that phantoms are there in the house. Really, phantoms, we know that phantoms are not real. Okay, in the really they are not exist in the world. So here when nobody answered, traveler thought that maybe here now family members are not living, but phantoms are living.
Yes, sir.
Fell echoing through the shadowiness of the still house. And in the house, only echo sound. When traveler was speaking, only feeling echo sound. Echo sound means, what is the meaning of echo sound?
Sir, what?
Echo sound, echo.
બધી બાજુએ 3D અવાજ વોઇસ કરે ને એને.
Very good. When we speak, our voice comes back. Okay, 2-3 times. It is called echo sound. So when traveler was speaking in the house, means like echo sound, and the shadowiness of the still house. Shadowiness means only darkness was there in the still house. Still means quiet house. Fell echoing through the shadowiness of the still house.
No one in the house.
Yes, no one in the house, and traveler felt only echo sound. Traveler heard only echo sound from the house. From the one man left awake, and traveler was only a person who was not sleeping. Night time was there, and from the one man left awake means whole world was sleeping except this traveler and his horse. From the one man left awake means only this traveler was not sleeping. They heard his foot upon the stirrup. And then traveler decided to go back to his house, to return to his house, because he felt that now in the house only phantoms are living, family members are not living. So he decided to go back to his house. So traveler, when he came to his horse and put his leg on stirrup. Upon the stirrup means that D shape support. When we climb on the horse, when we climb that D shape made of
Support of horse
iron,
climbing.
handle, support. D shape foothold part of a saddle means
Yes.
yes. And when traveler put his leg on the stirrup, upon the stirrup, that noise heard by the listeners means phantoms. They heard his foot means phantom. They heard means phantoms heard his foot upon the stirrup. When traveler was climbing on the horse, that noise heard by the listeners. And the sound of iron on stone, and then horse started moving, and that noise also made listen heard by the listeners. When traveler was moving his horse, having iron below his legs. So when horse was walking, that noise also heard by the listener, sound of iron on stone. When horse was walking, the his legs connects with stone, and that noise heard by the listeners.
Phantoms.
Phantoms, and how the silence surged softly backward, and
Backward.
then slowly, when the horse was going, that noise first loud. Surge means very quick or very loud noise. First, the noise was very loud when traveler was going, but then slowly, when traveler reach far, then slowly now noise of horse coming slowly down, reduced, and when traveler fully left that place, when the plunging hoofs were gone. Plunging hoofs means noise of the horse. When horse is moving very fastly,
Sir,
yes,
sir, the traveler said that he made promise, but there is no ghost, no ghost. So to
It
whom
was
did he promise?
imagination.
he
It was
he thought
imagination.
he came to the house to complete his promise. Okay, he promised the family members before many years. Before many years, he promised the family members, but then traveler, when he came, he did not know that now nobody is living in this house. So he gave message to the phantoms that
Phantoms.
give this message to the family members when they come. When the family
Yeah.
members come, you give message to the family members. And when the plunging hoofs were gone, means now the noise of horse totally disappear, horse and traveler, and once again the house remain quiet. Okay, here some meanings are there. Champ means act noisily. Turret means a small tower on the top of a building such as a castle. Smote, hit the door very hard. Sill, a narrow shelf at the bottom of a window in a house or building.
Budding.
Perplexed means confused.
Something
Phantom
that
means something that you
something that
imagine, but that
that
is
that is not
not
real.
real. Hearkening means listening carefully. Speak,
An
an
old
old
word that
word
past
for
tense
the past tense of speak.
speak.
Stirrup means a metal object that supports your foot when you ride a horse. And
Yeah.
surge means increase a lot very quickly. Okay, now here lesson number 11 explanation over. I will send you PDF file of lesson number 11, and you have to send me PDF file of lesson number 11. It is your homework. Okay?
Sir, sir,
Yes.
Okay, sir.
પર્સનલમાં મોકલવાનું છે ને
What?
પર્સનલમાં
Which
સેન્ડ
sub?
કરવાનું છે ને
Yes,
વોટ્સઅપ
WhatsApp number. Yes.
પછી એનો પ્રશ્ન માં જ મોકલવાનો હોય.
Yes, just I am sending you now, okay? After this lecture, I am sending. I am putting PDF file in our group.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any doubt in the poem?